I was talking to myself again. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, guys. Hello. AMC conference call, Christy. Pop popcorn worthy. Okay. Was selling Dogecoin? Was selling the house for Dogecoin? Oh my goodness. What's up, viral? Good to see you. Hello, Tesh. Hello. Luna is sitting at the lows of the day, by the way. What happened to Mara? Mara sold off just like everything else. Just like everything else. Mara, I think BTC sold off from the top. Some tree shaking, you know. Bitcoin was at 40, 64, and then sold off. So Mara also sold off. So not a huge surprise there. Um, I mean, we're running pretty hot today. So all these pullbacks should not be massive surprises, honestly. I think the big cause though for this pullback on crypto and all these mining stocks is Coinbase. The kids, come on, welcome to the community. Yeah, I think it's Coinbase. Coinbase broke for a second. If you look at your Coinbase account, it went to zero and then came back. So the market said, "Wait, what? Where's my Bitcoin? It's not in my Coinbase account. It says zero." Crashed the damn thing. So then we went from 64 all the way down to 59. 58, guys. 58. Look at that. 64. 64 to 58 for BTC. Yeesh. That's nasty. Yep. So Coinbase is better. Coinbase is a bigger platform though. So if something goes wrong with Coinbase, everybody panics. Most people use Coinbase. Then got it back. Yep. Earlier. Yeah, and you got scared. Exactly, Christy. Everybody panicked. So Coinbase is back up and running, and the market hasn't recovered. So, yep. And then all these mining stocks too, right? Mara had a nice little dip ski there. Um, yep. Look at that sell off. Ooh, we imagine holding puts. Leave for 10 minutes, come back. Abyss. So Mara also reports earnings tonight, guys. So that should be interesting. So Mara reports earnings. I'm gonna pull out these. I'm gonna pull up all these names actually that report earnings. Do do do. Mara puts. Yep. Not sure if you should buy calls or puts. Well, maybe both. Maybe both. So AMC reports. We know how that's gonna go, right? Well, I think we're all here for AMC. So AMC reports, Mara reports, AI reports. Luna doesn't report, but we can keep an eye on Luna. VLCN has also done really well. So, and then Snowflake reports, CRM reports, CRM, Salesforce. Okay, we have 20 minutes left though, so we have a lot of time. So I'm gonna pull up that one. Paramount reports, which reminds me I need to watch Survivor tonight. So these guys are going to the abyss. Uh, who else reports? OKTA reports tonight. ADTX does not report; it's just alerts. So OKTA and then IONQ. That's the quantum computing stock. So that should be interesting. OKTA. Yeah. Any thoughts on BBI? I'll take a look. And then Snowflake. NXU. What are they reporting? Do they have anything to report? What are they reporting? When real companies are reporting, anyways, Musty. Let me be nice. Yeah. So snow reports. Everything is red today. Red, red, red. Having massive layoffs. Maybe that's not a good thing then. Paramount. Yeah. So I have all these names up now. So AMC reports, Mara reports, AI reports, Paramount and CRM, OKTA and Snow, and then we have IONQ. So quite a few. So we are ready. We are ready. Ooh, fun is still crashing, guys. Ooh. Fun could not be any more perfect, guys. Any more perfect. Keep crashing. There's still like $2 left to go. Keep crashing. Just do the split, please. Not to split. Please and thank you. Anyways, let me pull up actually. I used to Did you sell those Luna puts then? Because those puts would be looking pretty nice. Pretty nice right now. Do I think AI will pump the market? No. Nothing that reports today has that type of momentum to pump the markets. Unless maybe like a Salesforce, like a CRM, like crushes earnings. Unless like AI announces something cool that's gonna make Nvidia pump, then maybe. If not, there's nothing. I took my monies and ran. Yep. Why Holo is up, but MLGO? Why is Holo up, but MLGO is dumping? Kingsman? I don't understand. What do those two companies have in common? They both sell popcorn? Uh, Hold it up, Pablo. Thank you. You know what? I'm going to pull this one up here. So that's Snowflake. Luna is at $6. $6. COCH. AMC calls. Michelle just had to troll. Troll. Yeah, COCH is halted up. Why? I'm not quite sure. I do not have it. Why that thing's halted? Not much. CCTG is back above $3. That thing is actually done really well. CCTG done really well. Dang. I'm just asking. Yeah, Michelle just wanted to roast me for AMC calls I bought back in the day. She's like, "You want to buy more AMC calls?" I'm like, "No. I want nothing to do with AMC except for roast Adam Aaron. That's it. That's it. Why going to the moon except AMC, but down like trash in the why is everything else going to the moon? It's because everything else has hope. AMC has no hope. I was about to say everything else has value. No, not really. But AMC is just trash. Everything is trash. Maxi, what's your position in Solana? We're just here to roast AMC. I'm not a hater. I just here to roast. That's it. La 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 la. $30 calls. Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange. What an idiot. When you were supposed to be on my one-on-one. Did I actually join? Oh my goodness, I think I did. Hmm. Yeah, see, movies have no real value, Dan. Yeah, so Whew, my goodness, Luna is getting antsat. Dang, just broke below $6. Wow, telling you, it's that guy that comes on with the toy with the toy rocket. I never forget. How do you know? How Joy? How do you know I was buying AMC? Did I tell you I was buying AMC? Hmm. That must have been like 2 years ago. I'm sure one of the. I mean, over the last 2 years, AMC's rallied once or twice. So hello, let's go, Pristine. Come on, stopping by to say hello. This is Pristine. Good to see you, Pristine. My goodness, the only place I see you now, Pristine, is Instagram. That's it. That's it. Good to see you. Looking for what made it spike, Pablo? Yeah, okay. Let us know, please. Yeah, it's halted at $2.21. 80% rally. 80%. Let us know if you find anything. What's a new movie? Bad Boys. Bad Boys 3. Anyways, that's a new movie, Michelle. There you go. See, I know my movies. I just dropped $5,000 in $40 calls from today. All profits you made from today to make. Okay, sure. I hope it works out though. I hope it works out. Uh, Crap and everything. As soon as AMC approved that AMC that ape crap, you should have left immediately. AMC is up 2.229%, guys. You have to clarify the other decimals, because that's very important. Very, very important. You out of crypto? No, Maxi. You were asking for Solana? Sure, I'll look. Yes, I can take a look. M. So Solana. If these guys would give me the so you got in at $58, right? Congratulations. My goodness. Yep, Solana has been spammed like a whole bunch over the last few months in Discord, right? Solana, when this thing hit $8, that was amazing, right? Look at Solana. Oof, $8. Right? When everything was crashing, Solana hit $8. That was it. The rest is history because that thing never looked back. My goodness, look at this beauty. So the only issue you're having for now is Solana has a lot of resistance here now, right at 120. So it looks like we hit like 117 today and then backed off. But there's a lot of resistance here at 120. So I don't know if that means if it's not a long term play for you, if you're scaling out a little bit or. So it's had a really good run. I do think like what they're doing with crypto is shaking the tree. They're like shake, 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 shake. Yes, we've had a crazy rally and we should pull back at some point. Like we've gone from, I mean, we broke about 52 like the other day, and here we are today at 64 and then backing off. We've had some big rallies. So maybe we get a dip at some point. I don't think it's done yet, though. I don't think it's done. The reason I say that is because we still have the Bitcoin halving coming up, right? That thing is going to get hype, right? Bitcoin halving. So crypto might continue to run into that, right? And then when that happens, then the real dipskis will come. They're shaking something, So when the halving is completed, then the real crypto dipskis will come. The squeeze just started. That's my even though Solana is sitting at resistance, maybe we continue to run, but again, maybe just make sure you have a minimum take profit level on these plays, so you don't wake up and lose all your monies. But when moon, Bradley, when moon. And then someone else was asking for BBAI. Let me scroll back up here. Do you mind looking at the BBAI chart? Sure. Sure. Says that was on Fox Business and it ran like that. Impressive, Pablo. So BBAI. This one ran all the way to guess what resistance, right? You have a triple top at $3.70. So 375, one, two, and three. So we tested this 375 ish in March of 2023. Fast forward a year, we tested the level again, and then we're selling off. So your average is 340M. Well, make sure you put a stop loss, please. Alrighty, because you must have been green on this plate at 370 and then you diamond handed. So make sure you put a stop loss. Keep in mind if AI misses earnings tonight, this thing is gonna get affected. So if AI pumps, ooh, what the hell is going on? What is this? Oof, can you imagine holding AI puts? Oh my days, what's happening, guys? Everything is crashing. So if these guys miss earnings tonight, BBAI and all these other names are gonna get entered without Vaseline. But if they beat, then these things are gonna run. So maybe it's a good thing that it's selling off now so it can pump later. But yep, who the hell knows? Virus $6 calls quick. um, yep. I think you're selling around 150, 220. Yeah, viral. Okay, viral. Let me refuse this to and drop to $5, Pablo. I know, right? Yep. 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 Okay. Interesting. Yes, yes, yes. JC, where have you been, JC? Where have you been? Without Vaseline, it's crazy. I mean, that's what's happening to AI now. Um, Not quite at the lows of the day yet, but they're getting slapped. Na, 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 na. Anybody planning on playing anything earnings, guys? Any earnings? I know Virus is playing Mara. Anybody playing CRM, Snowflake, AMC? AMC is up 3.7%, guys. Ooh, look at that. What's the high of the day for AMC? $5.10. I mean, AMC can say though that it's up 3.7%. The S&P, AMC is beating your long-term investments. Can you believe that? It can only say that today though. It can only say that today. You know? Anyways, yeah. Almost, ooh, look at this. 3.74%, Michelle. 3.95%. Oh my days. At this rate? Is anybody planning on playing AMC? AMC calls. You're playing AMC Paramount and AI? Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Is Mara bouncing? Yeah, Mara is bouncing a little bit. Bouncing a little bit. Rookie numbers. Yep. You're playing AMC, Michelle? You're buying AMC calls? Maybe today's the day AMC squeezes, you know? You never know. Never say never. We've been trashing AMC so much that today it might actually do something. So, uh, let's see. I'm just catching up on some of these news drops. Uh, Okay. Market closes in 5 minutes, guys. OKTA. Let's see. Mm. Is fun going up? See, fun going up will piss me off if it runs without us. Oh my goodness, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? The market's closed in 5 minutes. Why would you be doing that? On what? On like in what universe? Why would you do that? Why? I get that it's a demand zone, but seriously, why? Why would you do that, fun? Why? All day. So much good work has been destroyed in 10 minutes. Oh my days. This is so stupid. Why, fun? You're supposed to wait. If this thing goes and runs after hours, I'm going to be so annoyed. I know, right? I was really hoping this thing would keep dropping and then go from red to green, but then give us the whole day to play with it. Not with like 3 minutes left. What the hell are we supposed to do with 3 minutes left? Buy for after hours and then crash? Or like pump after hours? Dang it. I don't want to FOMO after hours though. Anyways, Virgo, what are you holding for call? Are you holding calls or puts for CRM? Calls or puts? Calls or puts? Yep, of course. Look at this silliness. So much good work just destroyed in 10 minutes. Oh my goodness. You have no idea. We've been waiting for this and clapping all day. Fun. Keep crashing, because we know it's going to run at some point. Fun is going to run at some point. It's only a matter of time. At least one run, it's going to do it. So we don't want it to do it now, though. What do you mean calls or puts? I mean, like, so, I mean, Virgo said she's playing CRM, so I'm just asking calls or puts? Is she playing calls or puts? Or both? Yes. Offering after hours. Yes. Do, 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 do. Na, na, na. Anyways, moving on. AMC's still at 499. They canceled the offering, Jasmine. That happened today. Sheesh, that's a massive drop in bids. That happened today. What happened with Pepe? Pepe was just meant to be. It made 50%. Yeah, that was meant to be like just a momentum runner. I don't think there was really a. Phew, fun is coming back down. Phew, for now. Mara better squeeze. Are you holding both virus calls and puts? Or are you just holding the calls for now? Yeah, Mara is and it's over, guys. It's over. So now it's all about the violence. AMC reports at. Not that we care. It's gonna happen at some point. Um, make sure that we are ready to go. Ready to go. Three, all three calls, puts. Yes, I like it. Anyways, so we're waiting for AMC there. Make sure we're good to go. Good to go. Na, 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 na. Okay. Puts. I like how we're only watching AMC for now. AMC doesn't report though. Okay. Uh, Paramount, CRM. All AMC's up 1 penny, guys. AI reports, and then Snow, IONQ, Mera, and then uh, there we go. Soda pressing. Popcorn time. So Mera hasn't reported yet. AI is pumping already here. I don't see anything for AI though. OKTA is out already, Mark. Okay. This is the other one, Pablo. Oof. CRM is getting NSAT, guys. Oof. Without Vaseline, it's getting NSAT. My goodness, where is it? Can you see the candle? Because I can't find it. So this is OKTA. OKTA looks like they crushed earnings. Oh my days, 106. Yep, OKTA is gone. So if you're holding OKTA calls, we can call you the OKTA because you're making monies. IONQ, not really doing much. It's up 10 cents. By Cactus. Oh my days. Anyways, yeah, so these guys seems like they beat earnings, even though I don't really see the stuff yet. Don't really see the stuff yet. Leave the jokes to us. Fine. Fine. Paramount is dropping to 2.5% then. CRM is still getting NSAT, looking for new lows. So doesn't seem like that big of a drop though, does it? That's what it says Paramount beat. Yeah, Paramount is also firing people, so maybe that's not beating is one thing. The most important thing though is that guidance. AMC is gonna report when when AMC is gonna report. Anyways, you can make your own jokes out of that. AMC is rubbish. These guys are gonna report when Adam Aaron wakes out of bed and he has a hot dog, and then it's gonna report after he makes popcorn, of course, and then puts on some pants. Anyways, Mera, we're still waiting for Mera. Alrighty, and AI is pumping. AI is up 6%. I don't see anything yet, but yeah, back to 31.50, 6%. I mean, if they can beat earnings, that's good for everything. So if they beat, that's good for the BBAI and everything else. I don't see anything yet though for earnings. Let me know if you see earnings. I know Mark is watching these closely. So Paramount is still down there. CRM is still down as well. Snowflake is getting entered. Oof. Everything is getting entered. Hello? Can you see the candle, guys? Yep. Snow is getting entered. Oh my goodness. I'm still looking for the bottom of the candle. Anybody holding puts? Somebody's gonna say they're holding puts. Um, Still getting entered. Oh my days. Yeesh. My goodness. You may buy some snow? Okay. Stop. I'm getting dizzy. Oh my goodness. At least the one stock that needs to run though is running. So AI is good. AI is pumping after earnings. I need to pull up my Discord because I'm kind of missing these things here. So blah 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 blah. Wow, COCH is still pumping. My goodness. Okay, that's nice. Very nice. So all these numbers are posted in Discord in the Stock Twitter news channel. Um, Interesting. Uh, Quarterly dividend. So CRM is doing a quarterly dividend and a $10 billion share buyback. CRM. And the stock is still crashing. Well, I mean, it's recovering a little bit now. So OKTA beat uh, the revenue estimates, which is nice. Which is nice. I bet you. We'll come back to that. IONQ is dropping like a tomato. Oof. Enter. $10. AMC is still. Oh my goodness. The Cooch stock. Anyways, without. anyways, anyways. Yeah, Snow is still getting entered, guys. That thing is going to the abyss. Oh my goodness, Mark. You didn't buy this thing because that thing is at 180 now, minus 21%. Maybe it's gonna recover from 180 though, but maybe off 180. Whoever bought it, they're very happy, Peter, because that thing has been pumping. 180. Is fun still okay? Fun is not. Wait, fun closed at 8:30. What a scam! Tomorrow might be the day for fun, Pablo. Might be the day. Tomorrow's day 3, by the way. So remember we said the third day. Isn't it funny that today at the end of the day it pumped already? So I bet you people are looking at fun and saying, okay, all these splits are pumping on day number 3. So tomorrow's day number 3, like technically number 4, like close 3 days and then pump on day number 4. I bet you that's why we pumped into the close, which is pretty stupid. Criminals. Mara? Mara hasn't reported yet. Virus is like, it looks like, and it's still above $30. It looks like. Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you. AI. For some reason, those never came through for me. Exceeding guidance. Million, 18% year over year. A subscription, 90% total revenue. Okay. Okay. At least the stock is reporting, reacting positively. Uh, oh yeah, Mera is dropping a bit there. I don't see anything yet though. So, nah, 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 nah. Oh, there it goes. Puts. Oh, everything is getting entered. Mera is my in my language means I'm dead. As soon as Peter said that, they reported earnings, and the damn thing is going to the grave now. You can blame Peter for this one. He killed it. Is AMC dead yet? No, AMC is still up, well, down 1%. So AMC is still hanging in there. AI looks good though. So this is good for all the other AI stocks. Yep, those are those mirror puts. Puts. See? Puts. About a stock, I guess doesn't care about a stock of 500%. Or the Gucci stock? I'll look. Anyways. Yeah. It's only up 30% after hours. I'm kidding. Anyways, yeah, no, looks nice. Okay, back to chaos. Yeah, those mirror puts would have been nice. But again, it's still really early though. Look at what it's doing. Honestly, you're better off selling those things at the close because if this thing opens like where it's at now, you might still not make any monies. With IV crush, you might be in a worse position. That like this 5% is not good enough to get paid with puts. So this is not it. La, la, la. La, 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 la. Don't forget to smash the like, guys, if you haven't already, please. And thank you for the second time, I know. Smash a like if you haven't. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, come join us. Alrighty. So I think for the most part, we're waiting for the rest of the earnings and for AMC conference call because that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. So AMC conference calls are usually in 45 minutes or so. So they report in 15 and then I'll pull up the website again and just to make sure. Let me know if you see anything though. Couldn't care less about. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's up 26% now, which is nice. But anyways, there goes Mara. Mara is only down 4% now, so those puts might not look so good tomorrow, right? Um, so something's gonna need to happen with Mara. And then I don't think like if Mara isn't moving now, it's all gonna be dependent on what happens with Bitcoin overnight. Look at that, it's recovering. This thing is gonna enter everybody sideways. Yep, yep. Anyway, so CRM looks like it is recovering a little bit. It's only down 4% now. Again, they said they're doing a buyback, a share buyback, and then they're doing a something else, $10 billion share buyback, and they're giving out dividends for the first time. So that's cool. I'm not sure why the stock is maybe guidance is weak, most likely. Yep. So yeah, Mara's down 3.5% now. So the only way this thing stays here is if Bitcoin stays here all night. If it doesn't, this thing is gonna move. Okay, snow is pumping still. Not snow, sorry. Uh, yeah, the Gucci stock looks like it's losing some of the monies though. But anyways, Okta has done really well. I think Okta is the best one after hours so far with earnings on the earnings list. And then IONQ, that thing went from red to green, recovered everything. I think it's recovered because of AI. $12, nice. Yeah, 303 more. 303. Paramount is just useless. Just useless. Yep, there goes Mara. Mara is only down 1.7% now. 1.6, 1.5. So, yep, if you're holding calls or puts, those things, the current value of those calls and puts is zero. Zero. Oh my goodness. Why do I bother? Sorry, Pablo. Anyways, I heard Kuchia. Anyways, whose idea was it to talk about this talk? It was Pablo. Mara is only down 5%, half a percent. So, yep, Mara is recovering. Maybe that was a nice dip buy for you, Mark. $27, 27 back to 31. Yep, Mara is down 10 cents, 20 cents. So that didn't last long. Plus for free for life, Patrick Stewart. Oh wow, for life. Snow is still snow's the worst one so far. Minus 23%. Minus 23%. Leave the calls and puts alone. Yes, but ignores that at 2222221. But but $43. Wait. Duolingo. Those guys sold that many languages. Wow, nice. Wow, wow, wow. I may have bought the dip on Mara. You did? Okay, don't go red, please. Don't go red, because this thing is far from over. Far, far from over. It could end up being down 5% again. Someone peed in the snow. Well, they ruined it. AI looks like it's stalled for now. At 35. 35. But then again, they have the conference call coming up, so if they can say some good things, that thing is going to keep pumping. Mara has PR. Uh, more instead of earnings. Na, 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 na. Mm, it introduces a new multi-chain Bitcoin thing. Okay, cool. Press release. A new layer 2 network. That's cool. That's why Mara is the best one, you know? Two-layer network on Bitcoin aim to adoption. La, 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 la. Creation of multi-site chains provider. Meh. Anyways, we can look at that later. For now, pump it. McKnight. Mark, what do you mean? Ooh la la. That's all it means. Is AMC out? Ooh. AMC usually reports like 30 minutes after, but it looks like it's out already. AMC earnings are out. Oh lordy. Ah, did we expect anything different than what it's doing? Oh my goodness, what a trash company. Whew. Okay, AMC earnings are out. So AMC Entertainment reports Q4 2023, full year 2023 results. Total revenue. So the revenue grew by 23%, by the way, to 4.8 million compared to 3.9 in 2022. Blah 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 blah. I bet you the damn thing is crashing because they lost all the monies. They're like, yeah, our revenue grew, but then we spent it all. Yep, look at that. So net loss improved to 577 million. Oh my days. Uh, uh, long-lived assets of 109 compared to 100. Wait, what? Oh, I need to pull this up so you guys can kind of see what I'm looking at because that looks like doo doo. AMC is like, hey guys, don't worry, our revenue grew by 23%. we made, we made, we made, we made, we made, we made, we made. Oh my days, AMC is a funny company. And then the next line, they're like, "Oh wait, we lost 500 we lost 500 million." You know what? Let me go to the AMC website, okay, so we can look at this. Whew, AMC is amazing. Oh my days. Is this the AMC website? It's usually at the bottom. I think that's where we pull it up from. Investors something something. This is the wrong website. This is like the advertising website. We need the other one. Yeah, this one. And then it's at the bottom or something like that. Sometimes they post it on here too, but uh, investors relations. This one. Why is it loading? Just open. Hmm. There we go, guys. AMC beat earnings. AMC beat earnings. They beat earnings? Are you kidding me? You see this damn thing? Even Jesus couldn't save the stock. If you give this stock to somebody on the streets, they would say, "Ew, brother, what is this? Are you kidding me?" Oh my goodness. Hmm. Every candle is fighting. Oh my goodness. The show hasn't started and it's this much fun already. Oh wow. We're not even like we haven't even started yet, you know. Wait till he comes on. And then oh my days. Whew. Anyways. Okay, so we're gonna use this is the link for the webcast, by the way, so we can watch that later. So so 30 minutes. I know it's not 30 minutes, but 30 minutes, okay? So this is the actual documents. This is the press release. This is their supposed the results. This is the same rubbish Adam Aaron is gonna come on and read. You know, he's gonna say during the. Anyways. Oh my goodness, AFC, what a clown show. Uh, you know, what's really funny is the audacity to say we had our revenue grew by 23%. Dude, get the hell out of here. Um, is this the okay, so let me click on this link. Yeah, this is the stupid thing they released. Okay, this one. Oh my goodness, it's making me go through all these pages, you know? Yep, there it is. There it is. I like our AMC's things are almost in the billions, you know? But okay, that's a different report. Well, I mean, it looks like the losses improved though from 577 to 400, so that's not too bad, I guess. La, 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 la. I'm just looking for stuff that stands out here. So total revenue grew by 11%. Nobody cares. Blah 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 blah. Uh, Adam Aaron reported AMC reported strong results for both the fourth quarter and full year of 2023, once again exceeding Wall Street's consensus expectation. This guy really thinks people care, you know? He's like, look at this. He's like, once again, guys, Once again, we have exceeded Wall Street's expectations. You want to know whose expectations you haven't exceeded? The damn bag holders. At least AMC is going back up a little bit. It's going back up a little bit, guys. So it's only down 10% now, you know? Yup. Ah, oh my goodness. Once again, we have exceeded Wall Street's expectations. He doesn't know that nobody on Wall Street cares though. Nobody cares. 23% adjusted EBITDA. La 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 la. There's really nothing here that like you know trailblazing, industry-leading effort with our highly successful distribution of two content movies. Taylor Swift, oh my goodness, you know he's gonna sound like that too, right? He's gonna be like, what is particularly noteworthy is how much AMC benefited from Taylor Swift. Get that rubbish out of here. Uh, Rubbish. AMC's most important accomplishment in 2023 uh, resulted from attention we devoted in strengthening our balance sheet by doing offerings. AMC reduced principal balance of its debt by $446 million. We also paid off the lion's share of our remaining deferred rent obligations, which dated back to the early pandemic years. Um, this all just sounds like rubbish. AMC also raised, I like how they're very proud of this, AMC also raised 864 million of gross cash through the sale of equity. That's your money's crying. If you're looking at your account and your money's is gone, that's why Adam Aaron is bragging. Right there. That's your money's. We raised 865 million dollars. All your money's gone skis. While he's on the beach. La la la. AMC also had $884 million year ending cash reserves. They have $800 million in cash reserves. Don't worry, that money is going to be gone next year. Bowling alley. 9 billion. Ye. Dan? Oh my goodness. Uh, we believe the sizable cash position puts AMC in challenges that will come our way this year. Wow, this dude is planning for challenges already. And looking ahead to 2024, we will not hesitate to continue our efforts to reduce debts. We will not hesitate to raise more money. Take notes. uh, La 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 la, months and end and theater operations, blah blah blah. That's about it, honestly. There's nothing here that really stands out. There's nothing about AMC that stands out. 2024, we have implemented and navigate. We believe in la 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 la, and then these are just the numbers, right? Who did the AMC drop to 4 billion? Hey guys, don't you worry. We paid off $500 million. Okay. Yes, we have assets of 100 million and debts of 4 billion. So technically, the company is as valuable as Mullen. But don't worry, we're gonna raise more money. Let me see if we can find it, Pablo. Where's the deadline? Let me know if you see it. Let's see how much money these dudes owe. And he's like, oh, we just paid off this much money. I wish they would just come out and say it. We paid this much off. This is how much we're owing. But I like how the like attendance in thousands. This is how many people went to the movies. 51,000. Okay, no, that's for the quarter, I think. Ending December 31st. So year ending December 31st, 2022. Okay, so if I go back down, so 240,000 people went to the movies. 240,000 people went to the movies. Thank you, Josh. Liabilities. 240,000 people went to the movies compared to 200,000 last year. Yeah, no, this is yeah, the thousands. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. In the millions. Okay. I'm just looking for reasons to roast. Okay, yeah, it says in thousands. Yep. Yes. Huh. Interesting. Either way, that's pretty useless. Doesn't help them in any way. Check Mara. Let me. I'll check Mara really quickly, and then we can come back. Yeah, Mara is nice and green now. Well, I mean, I say green, but it's up. It's up 2%. We're talking about AMC, guys. But yeah, no. So AMC, Mara is up 2%. Um, Either way, I think if you're holding calls or puts, those things are still dead, right? So if you bought the dip skis on Mara, congratulations. By the way, Josh, um, Musty posted that article in Stock General, new PR for Mara. They didn't just report earnings; they had a nice PR too. So it seems Mara is up 5% now. Mara is up 6%. Oh yeah, maybe if you're holding calls, it's looking better. In 69 years. Yep. Wait for it. What are we waiting for? Yeah, no, Mara looks good. So if you bought the dip, like if you bought shares instead, which I think Mark did, congratulations, Mark. I don't know if you sold that thing, but yeah, that looks good. If you bought the dip skis, oh, Magnite. Oh, I see. MGNI. Oh, I see. Na, na, na. Magnite. Interesting. Yep, of course. Of course. Uh, why is Mara located in Vegas? Because that's where the money is at. That's where the money is at. You bought some shares at $30, Mon. Congratulations. It would be nice if Mara broke above the high from today. You know, broke above $34. And the BER, you made $2,000, David. I know. I just saw Mark. Well done. Well done. Let me pull it up actually. MGNI. Yeah, that's a nice. Uh, that price action seems a bit. It's only up 2%, Mark. Or is my stuff not working? Hmm. AI stuck at 34, but holding up really well. Yeah, so Adam Aaron is on in 24 minutes, guys. 24 minutes he's on. So, and then we can listen to the goats of entertainment. You from Vegas? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Oh, I see what you're looking at, Mark. For some reason, it's delayed in my end. Delayed on my end. Yeah, CRM looks like it's gonna stay red. No signs of recovery. Luna is at 570 now. Cool. Wow. My goodness, Luna went all the way down to 550 actually. That's the second conference call now that they really haven't given us anything. So that's not a huge surprise. Let me take a look at fun again. What's fun doing? Uh, good. Good, good, good. AMC is down, only down 8% now, guys. So that's not too bad, right? 8% is a nothing burger. I want it to be a nothing burger for now, but we know that thing's gonna move at some point, probably before it gets delisted. B can. It has a B in there and it has a can, so it's Canadian. Yeah, don't trust it. Nope, nope. Yeah, COCH is trying to curl. Anyways, we're just waiting for Adam Aaron. There's really nothing else. Announces Fleming hot Cheeto popcorn. William, that would be amazing. Actually, that would be amazing. Adam Marino always has those 10 points, right? He's like point number one. Vancouver, Canada, trash. 10 points. It's like point number one. We're doing this. And then he's like, wait for point number 10. It's gonna knock your socks off. So we're just waiting. Just waiting. Yeah. You know what I want to see now though? Let's look at stock tweets, okay? Uh do I not have it listed on there? Okay. Stock tweets. Maybe I just don't have it as anyways, I wanna look up AMC. Let's see what the baboons are saying. AMC apes. AMC apes. Ah. Hey Pablo, this is for you, by the way. This is for you. Hey, they're not leaving. The shorts have to cover. This dude is still bullish. It's like, hey bears, not leaving. Uh, Tomorrow open at $5, hopefully. How the hell are people bullish? Like, how can you be bullish? How? I mean, I get that the stock, like it's how? How are you bullish? This person's like, don't care. I mean, it's hard to care when you're down 99% though. It gets painful. It's sad that people are losing money, and obviously it's the fault of the company, not the people. Well, maybe a little bit of both. But you would also like for people not to be like I don't care. Uh, hey bears, you can suck it, because it's not any of that. Not selling. I mean, why would you sell at 99%? Minus 99. Look at this. Gap up. Mark this post, guys. Gap up tomorrow as the stock is selling off after hours. Oh, Solanke is injured? Oh my goodness. He's not playing, is he? Bye. He's not playing, is he? Oh, FA Cup results? No, these results are all like expected, Pablo. Yeah, nothing's changed. Worse? It's worse. Already got a low average, adding more. Why is everybody bullish though? Are we the only ones? Like, are we Wang got injured? What an idiot. Oh, there goes another transfer. Huang is the anyways. Um, let's see. Hopefully, hoping Adam Aaron doesn't give us news of an offering. He is a clown. Oh my goodness! Even the people that are holding this stock know he's a clown. Wait, what happened? No. Oh my goodness! Is that Adam Aaron? Oh my goodness! He owns zero shares. Wow. I think I must have clicked on something else. La 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 la. La 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 la. Thank you, market makers. I just added 1,500 shares at a discount. Well, okay. He revives the ape stock. Just bring on Adam Aaron, honestly. Just bring him on already. Everything else is boring now. Another reverse split coming your way. Wow. Hmm. What a sad story, though. Sad, sad, sad. Embrace your destiny. Wow. La, la, la. Embrace your destiny. We'll never squeeze. But why? Oh my goodness, AMC is going back down. Yup. There's still one left. Yeah, I think we have one in the city too, Josh. I think we have one in the city. Blockbuster. Do, 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 do. Huang the clown. Dang, I really hope, Huang is not too badly injured. I might need him because Solanke is injured, Pablo. That's two issues already. Because I already sold Neto. Don't do early transfers. I did them. I did them. How much time do we have? In the soccer channel? No thanks. No thanks. Uh, yeah, yeah. There's like one left in the whole city or something. I don't know this if it's there for decoration or I don't know. Mara's going back down, guys. Mara's down 6%. Mara's down 6%. Can you believe this? Mara went from -7% all the way up to 2% or 4% or whatever it was. Now it's crashing again. It might as well be Troy. So you don't miss it. Oh my goodness. I mean, maybe these puts are gonna pay now, but honestly, 6% on an earnings play is not good enough. Brad, he's gonna need to give more. You know, it's gonna need to give more. Holdings, yeah, no, they beat earnings and they had this nice PR. I think that's why the stock, popped initially. But who the hell knows? Who knows? Mara's down because its earnings are reef. There's really nothing that's overly specific, right? Like it's selling off now, -8% for Mara. Where's Virus? Virus? Maybe those puts are gonna pay now. -8%. Doesn't show on a balance sheet. Only crypto assets. Yeah. What's Bitcoin at? 60? Okay. Yep. Let's see. We shall see. Teddy, what's your position in Iowa? Let me know. What's your position in Iowa? Iowa. Let me take a look here. Oh my goodness, yeah. Pablo tagged me everywhere. Da, la, la. The following is for after receiving the Solanke team news. I have two injured players, Pablo. This is painful. Yeah, no, Mara, it's just the earnings results that people are reacting to. So, yeah. You had snow calls? Oh my days, that's painful. That's very painful. Yeah, Mara. It looks like Mara's decided which way it wants to go. The beating will as yep, right. That's why to me, honestly, even though Mara pumped earlier, it's hard for me to buy calls on something that's been pumping like Mara has. That's just me though, right? When you see Mara pumping like this and it's been pumping the entire week and it's stalling today, it's pretty hard to buy calls, right? And then snow is just too much. So yeah, yeah, they can yep. Mara's down 12% now, so minus 12%. So if you're holding puts, you're kind of smiling now. Um, oh yeah, that's true. Hmm. That is true. Come on, Adam Aaron. We have 12 minutes left, guys. 12 minutes. Go get your popcorn. Go to the bathroom. Um, yep. You know what's also interesting is Adam Aaron says we once again destroyed Wall Street expectations. This little statement there. He's like he something. Once again, we exceeded Wall Street's consensus expectations. Just watch and see who shows up to this conference call. Nobody shows up. So, which expectations are we beating here? Made up expectations, or or the ape analyst? Yep, it's close. There we go. You go all in AMC Feb 30s puts. 10 minutes till showtime. La 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 la, 10 million, but EPS was la la la, which means la 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 instead of yep, yeah, yeah. IONQ, what are we doing here? Still green? Yeah, it's up 12%. Well, 10%. OKTA is still up 19-20%, so that's nice. AI is still up 14%, also really nice. Mera is trying to bounce. The QQQ stock is up 25%. Duolingo is up 21%. CRM is still red, and then Snow was the big miss. Those dudes got slapped. Minus 24%. You brother. The other 10 YouTubers that sim dumpster fire. Yup. 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 I bet you if you look at YouTube right now, you're gonna see a whole bunch of people spamming AMC videos. Well, including us, but that's different. Um, choo 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 choo. Could be ending here. Wow, I wonder what this video is all about. Could be ending here. Is this talk about the jump? Meh. Okay, it's just a whole bunch of earnings stock. AMC stock gamma loading. Funny. Funny, funny. Okay, let me scroll back up and then register for the webcast. Is this the movie site or this is the movie site? I need the other site. Come on, go back up. I need the webcast. And then they're like, oh, please give us your name and your date of birth and how many shares you own of AMC. And then put in your email. Submit. Yeah, so it's live, but it's just the the stupid audio thing, right? So yeah, so we just have to wait 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Yeah, Okta's done really well. It begins in 8 minutes, Pablo. 8 minutes. So for now, let me just leave up the stock. Clearly, the stock isn't doing anything. It's more fun over here. Yeah, no, it is. It is. We watched to roast. We watched to pick apart. Everything that he says. We're not really looking for any positives, because there's not going to be a positive. Yeah, Mara is holding 27, so that's good. It's almost a double bottom for Mara. Almost a double bottom. Okay, back to AMC. AMC. What are my thoughts on AI? They also have conference call at 5. AI looks good. They look good. So listen to the conference call. No position, but you want to get in? Yeah. At this point, you've kind of missed it because it's stalling at the top. You're better off waiting and listening to the conference call DP and see if they say something cool. Because again, look at this. They announced earnings and it's been sitting here for the last few minutes. So yeah, you might as well wait and see if anything else happens and if it breaks out. Because if they say something negative, well, guess what's going to happen? It's going to start to drop back to the downside. So you're better off just waiting for now because you missed it. 6 minutes, guys. 6 minutes. Oh my goodness. Are you excited? Oh, more bad news, Pablo? Oh my goodness. Do I need another chip? What is going on? Oh my goodness. What's the bad news now? La. Eyes hold. 6 shares owned. Yep. In 29 with no chips left. No. Solanke doesn't play. Huang never played. So that's true. I do have a lot of players blanking. Don't worry, Pablo. I have 2 weeks to get ready. 2 weeks minus 8 each week, and then I'll be ready. Yeah, that's Pablo's job, to ruin my day. That's it. That's it. 5 minutes. AMC is still stuck at 450. Keep him humble. The good thing is that I'm still beating Pablo, That's the good thing. I'm still ahead of Pablo. Ahead. I'm still winning, which is amazing. You can't take that feeling away. No, no, no. 12 points. A lead is a lead, By 1 point, doesn't matter. Don't support him, Josh. Okay. So the webcast is ready and we have 4 minutes. Okay. Still piano music, guys. So it starts in 3 minutes. And then I'm going to switch over. 3 minutes. Rubbish. It's a -2 in Toronto. That's okay, Troy. That's okay. If we have -20, you can enjoy -2. So, what's also really nice, Troy, is that Dan hasn't been talking about barbecues. Ooh, my goodness. It's a tingly feeling, In a slot machine. Rubbish. How much time do we have there? Cool. You want to listen to the elevator music? Okay. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. New season of Survivor starts tonight. See, that's the best news I've received today, Survivor starts tonight. So, yep, excited. Excited for Survivor. Survivor. I'm getting barbecued yourself because you have nice weather. Anyways, let me switch over to the webcast. I think. Uh, Stupid thing. AMC webcast. Piano music. Why does that music? Why does that music sound like someone's dying? Let me mute it before. Is there a presentation? There's a presentation, guys. Oh, there is a maybe, but it's gonna be the same stupid. Look at that! You have a movie theater experience. Look at this, guys. It's next level stuff, Next level stuff. Next level stuff. Elevator jazz. Are you ready? I'm ready. Barbecued. Barbecue sounds amazing. Still elevator music. Yeah. But 200 million people, Richie, went to the movies. Yep. Yep. I can feel in the air. Yeah, sounds like Great Depression music. Well, I mean, it's time. And they're still doing elevator music. Oh, come on, Adam, Aaron. It's enough popcorn. Get off the couch. Let's go. Put your shorts on. Jeff, I think so. Wow. Unacceptable. They're late. Just like
Greetings
Biden.
and welcome to the AMC Entertainment Holdings fourth quarter and full year 2023 earnings webcast. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. A brief question and answer session will follow the formal presentation. If anyone should require operator assistance during the conference, please press *0 on your telephone keypad. As a reminder, this conference is being recorded. It is now my pleasure to introduce your host, John Merriweather, Vice President, Capital Markets and Investor Relations. Thank you. You may begin.
Thank you, Diego. Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome everyone to AMC's fourth quarter and full year 2023 earnings webcast. With me this afternoon is Adam Aron, our Chairman and CEO, and Sean Goodman, our Chief Financial Officer. Before I turn the webcast over to Adam, let me remind everyone that some of the comments made by management during this webcast may contain forward-looking statements that are based on management's current expectations. Numerous risks, uncertainties, and other factors may cause actual results to differ materially from those that might be expressed today. Many of these risks and uncertainties are discussed in our most recent public filings, including our most recently filed 10-K and 10-Q. Several of the factors that will determine the company's future results are beyond the ability of the company to control or predict. In light of the uncertainties inherent in any forward-looking statements, listeners are cautioned against relying on these statements. The company undertakes no obligation to revise or update any forward-looking statements, whether as a result of new information or future events. On this webcast, we may reference non-GAAP financial measures such as adjusted EBITDA, constant currency, free cash flow, non-GAAP operating cash burn, and operating cash generated, among others. For a full reconciliation of our non-GAAP measures to GAAP results, please see our earnings release posted in the Investor Relations section of our website earlier this afternoon. After our prepared remarks, there will be a question and answer session. This afternoon's webcast is being recorded, and a replay will be available in the Investor Relations section of our website at amctheaters.com later today. With that, I'll turn the call over to Adam.
Thank you, John. Good afternoon, and thank you, everyone, for joining us today. 2023 marked another year of strong operational and financial gains for AMC Entertainment, affirming the success of our strategic recovery efforts as the industry continues to rebound from the lingering effects of the pandemic. Our determination, innovation, and agility allowed us to adapt to a rapidly changing and unpredictable box office in calendar year 2023. And once again, it allowed AMC to defy Wall Street's expectations, beating FactSet and Refinitiv consensus estimates in Q4 and for full year 2023 for revenue, adjusted EBITDA, adjusted net income, and adjusted earnings per share. As a result of our actions, global attendance at AMC theaters in 2023 tallied nearly 240 million guests, up 19% over the prior year, and marking the highest annual attendance in the post-pandemic era for AMC. When you couple our 2023 attendance growth with our all-time record-setting admissions revenue and our all-time record-setting food and beverage revenues per patron, AMC's annual revenues grew by 23%, exceeding $4.8 billion in 2023, and our adjusted EBITDA improved by $379 million to $426 million in 2023. It was the highest level for adjusted EBITDA in 4 years, the highest revenues for AMC in 4 years, and in fact, our adjusted EBITDA was up more than 9 times what it was just a year earlier in calendar year 2022. Unquestionably, our positive recovery trajectory continued in 2023. Not enough for where we hope to eventually wind up in the year ahead or the years ahead, but encouraging progress again was made. We're also proud that when you look at the magnitude of our revenue and adjusted EBITDA increases, AMC is outshining several of our largest and most important key competitors in the U.S. and in Europe. One of AMC's most essential accomplishments, which may not be widely understood, is just how efficient we have become after having to adapt to pandemic stresses these past 4 years. Thanks to AMC's increased high-margin foods, beverage, and merchandise sales, rising ticket prices, our industry-leading premium large format capacity, a commitment to laser projection, pruning our network of some marginal theaters and replacing them with some clear winners, and of course, holding the line on costs, AMC's internal analysis reveals to us that our contribution per patron is up by some 37% versus what it was before the pandemic. This means that AMC does not need for the industry box office to return completely to pre-pandemic levels for AMC's adjusted EBITDA to dramatically outstrip what we generated historically. Speaking of the box office, let's turn to the domestic industry box office as a placeholder for the size of our industry and to demonstrate our industry's long climb back from COVID. We all know that the box office fell from $11.4 billion in 2019 to $2.2 billion in the height of the pandemic, calendar year 2020. But then the domestic industry box office started on its rebound, up to $4.5 billion in 2021, to $7.5 billion in 2022, and it grew again in 2023 by 21% to more than $9 billion in the year just completed. That is an upward slope for sure. Again, it's not enough, but again, progress has been made. And in looking at the fourth quarter of 2023 in particular, what is particularly noteworthy about the box office is how our company, AMC Entertainment, reshaped the box office and how much AMC benefited from our trailblazing industry-leading efforts with our highly successful distribution of 2 concert movies, Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, and Renaissance, a film by Beyonce. In the fourth quarter, compared to the same quarter a year ago, AMC's revenue grew by 11.5%, and AMC's adjusted EBITDA almost tripled. Literally, all of that increase in AMC's revenue and all of that increase in AMC's adjusted EBITDA is attributable to our having shown these 2 concert movies in our theaters in the U.S. and internationally. They also caused AMC's U.S. market share to noticeably rise. That's because our share on these 2 concert films, the 2 that we not only exhibited but also were the distributor for, were well more than 50% higher than our market share normally. If that's not enough, both of these 2 movies played to rave critical acclaim. Each received a rare A+ cinema score, and the Rotten Tomatoes response was astronomical, with Taylor's film scoring a 99.98 and Beyonce's film scoring a 97.99. With some $213 million in domestic ticket sales within Q4, these 2 movies added greatly, not only to AMC's bottom line, but to movie theater success across our entire industry, as just these 2 films represented fully 1/9 of the complete fourth quarter domestic industry-wide box office, 1/9 from our 2 movies. Taylor's movie in particular was the single highest grossing movie of them all within the fourth quarter at the domestic box office. And worldwide, at $275 million of gross, Taylor's film also was the highest grossing concert film of all time and the highest grossing documentary of all time. It's hard to believe, but it's true. Only Universal and Warner significantly outgrossed AMC Theaters distribution domestically in the fourth quarter of 2023. With just these two movies, AMC Theaters distribution had a domestic box office gross during the months of October, November, and December of 23 that was only 1.6% less than that of industry behemoth Disney. And our two films domestically outgrossed all of what was offered theatrically in the quarter by Paramount, by Sony, by Lionsgate, or by any of the other smaller movie makers. This is a stunning result, given that neither of these films were on anyone's drawing board until mid-year, and that they were the first movies ever distributed by AMC in our entire 103-year history. What a triumph for our company. To that end, it is no surprise then that our praise for Taylor Swift and for Beyonce Knowles Carter has no limit. And you will surely understand why we offer our boundless thanks to these two world-class artists for entrusting AMC to collaborate with them as to the theatrical exhibition of their two masterpiece creations. I should add that I've said before that our phones have been ringing off the hook, and I can confirm to you today that we are now in constant touch with others who are seeking to have AMC also distribute the movies of more world-class musical artists for later in 2024 and or 2025. This blending of great musicians and movie theaters is an innovation for AMC that should and will continue into the future. But make no mistake about it, as pleased as we are with the movies that we distributed, or as pleased as we are with our entire results for the entire year of 2023, 2023 did not live up to its full potential. That's because the many months of actors and writers' strikes crippled Hollywood, and they seriously hurt movie theater operators who have been forced to wait for delayed movie titles that shifted out of 2023 into future time periods. After 3 years of hard work by one and all, after theaters were closed back in 2020, the domestic industry-wide box office finally was in sight of pre-pandemic levels back in the summer of 2023. At the peak of the summer of 23, the July 23 domestic box office was actually up 6% above July of 2019, the last July pre-pandemic. And in that summer quarter of 2023, AMC generated the highest third quarter adjusted EBITDA ever. Clearly, moviegoers flock to theaters when Hollywood releases films in quantity and in quality. Just think, Barbie and Oppenheimer. Or for that matter, think of what came out of Leawood, Kansas, Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, among others. But the strike of 23 clearly interrupted that momentum that was pushing us to above pandemic norms in the middle of last year. The strikes in Hollywood led to the fourth quarter domestic industry-wide box office being down 35% versus pre-pandemic 2019. The January-February 2024 domestic industry-wide box office was down about 45% versus the same months of pre-pandemic 2020. We point this out not to alarm you or to whine about it, but instead because we want everyone to realize that by the middle of 23, we had finally emerged from the cloud of the pandemic. But then the strike hit and sent us back into the soup. However, at AMC, we believe that the strike impacts will only be short-term in nature. AMC believes that the box office will start to strengthen again as soon as this coming month of March, in some of the summer months of 2024, and especially in the latter third of this year. And over the medium term, we are both bullish and optimistic. With all the caveats that no one's crystal ball is perfect, at AMC, we currently believe that the industry box office in 2025 will be robust. We believe it will grow by $1 billion to $2 billion or more in size over what will be the box office in 2024. With that as an introduction to our results for the quarter and the year, I'll now pass the webcast over to Sean, our Chief Financial Officer, to provide more details on our quarterly and full-year financial results, and especially to share with you the progress that AMC has made in reducing our debt and in bolstering our cash reserves. After that, I'll return to provide you with my further take on where we are at the moment as a company and share some other news that may be of interest. Sean?
Thanks, Adam, and thank you to everyone for joining us this afternoon. I'd like to start my prepared remarks by briefly looking back over the last 4 years. No doubt our business has experienced challenges like never before. First, we had the COVID pandemic, then the Hollywood strikes, and all this while we managed through supply chain challenges and interest rate increases that have just put enormous pressure on our cash flows. Yet today, our business is remarkably well positioned to thrive as the box office recovers towards pre-pandemic levels. Over the last 4 years, we've improved our per-patron revenue and per-patron profit quite considerably. In 2023, our consolidated per-patron revenue was around 32% higher than in pre-pandemic 2019. This was driven primarily by growth in food and beverage spend per patron of 45.7%. And we've also increased our contribution dollars per patron. Contribution dollars here defined as total revenue less both film exhibition costs and food and beverage costs. And we lessened this by approximately 37%. So we've increased these contribution dollars per patron by approximately 37%. At the same time, we've worked hard to enhance our theater portfolio. We've been closing underperforming theaters and opportunistically opening higher performing theater locations. As an illustration of the impact of the changes that we have made in our business, consider for a moment the following. In 2023, our domestic attendance was 32.3% less than in 2019. At the same time, we were able to keep revenue per screen flat with 2019 and increase our contribution dollars per screen by approximately 4.3%. So with 32% lower attendance, our contribution dollars per screen actually increased by 4.3%. The consolidated statistics I've quoted are in constant currency and help explain why we believe that A, the box office does not need to get all the way back to pre-pandemic levels for us to achieve pre-pandemic adjusted EBITDA. And B, at pre-pandemic box office levels, we should be able to achieve higher adjusted EBITDA than we were able to before the pandemic. And finally, looking back over the last 4 years, we have very actively worked to strengthen our balance sheet by reducing debt and increasing liquidity. It's worth noting that the total principal amount of our corporate borrowings and finance leases at December 31, 2023 was $4.56 billion. This is approximately $451 million lower than 4 years ago at December 31, 2019. And our net debt at December 31, 2023, net debt defined as total corporate borrowings and finance leases less available cash. This number was nearly $1.1 billion lower than 4 years ago at December 31, 2019, prior to the devastating impact of COVID on our industry. At the same time, it's also worth noting that given pressure from a rising interest rate environment and our heightened leverage ratios due to the box office being still well below pre-pandemic levels, our interest expense during 2023 was approximately $70 million higher than in 2019. Now to the results for 2023. AMC generated more than $4.8 billion in consolidated revenue for the year, marking a solid 23% increase compared to 2022. Likewise, adjusted EBITDA increased more than ninefold compared to 2022 to $426 million. And for the first time since 2019, we achieved positive adjusted EBITDA in all 4 quarters of the year. Now, looking specifically at the fourth quarter of 2023 compared to last year, the North American box office grew by nearly 5%, with Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour, distributed by AMC, leading the way. With market share gains, in part from the success of The Eras Tour, and very strong food and beverage per patron growth, our fourth quarter consolidated revenue increased by 11.5% to $1.1 billion. Domestic revenue in Q4 increased by 12.9% as a result of record-setting admissions revenue per patron of $12.83. This is 5% higher than a year ago, and record food and beverage revenue per patron of $8.31. This is an increase of 7.1% compared to 2022. It should also be noted that other revenue grew in total by approximately 32%, this driven by distribution fees associated with the concert movies, together with increases in retail popcorn sales and sales of movie-themed and AMC-branded merchandise. In our international business, competitive dynamics limited our ability to take price increases without adversely impacting market share. Attendance in the quarter increased by 3.9%, and on a constant currency basis, revenue increased by 2.5%, with admissions revenue per patron decreasing by 1.4% to $9.27, and food and beverage revenue per patron growing slightly to $4.38. Other revenue was in line with last year's fourth quarter. Now moving to cash flow and the balance sheet. We ended the quarter with cash and cash equivalents of $884.3 million. For the full year, non-GAAP operating cash generated, which is a measure representing cash flow from operations after deducting capital expenditures and before both debt servicing costs and deferred rent payback. This was a positive $68.3 million, a $362 million improvement compared to last year. For the fourth quarter, non-GAAP operating cash burn was less than $1 million. CapEx net of landlord contributions was $64.2 million in the fourth quarter, bringing the year-to-date net CapEx spend to $201.7 million, right at the midpoint of our 2023 net CapEx guidance. We expect that CapEx in 2024 to be in the range of $175 to $225 million. From a theater perspective, we continue to actively manage our footprint, and during the fourth quarter, we added 2 new high-performing theaters and closed 9 underperforming locations. This brings the total number of locations closed since the pandemic began to 165, and the total new locations opened to 59, for a net reduction of 106 locations, or 10.6% of the locations at December 31st, 2019. Going forward, as we continue to rationalize the theater portfolio, we will also continue to invest in our circus to enhance the guest experience. To ensure our ongoing recovery and ability to thrive as our industry grows, our top 2 capital allocation priorities must remain the same. 1, we must ensure that we have sufficient liquidity to manage through this recovery phase, including the impact of last year's Hollywood strikes. And 2, we must strengthen our balance sheet by extending debt maturities and improving our financial leverage, thereby reducing our debt servicing costs. During the fourth quarter, we successfully raised $350 million of gross equity capital. We then repurchased $50 million of debt at an average discount of 20%. We exchanged $105 million of debt for roughly 14.2 million shares of common stock, and we repaid $17.9 million of deferred rent. The deferred rent balance at the end of 2023 was $56.3 million, and we plan to reduce this balance by another approximately $20 million by the end of 2024. Overall, since the beginning of 2023, we have raised $865 million of gross equity capital. We've lowered the principal value of our debt and finance leases by $466 million. We did this through debt repurchases or exchanges of debt for equity, and we have repaid $101 million of deferred rent. This all for a total reduction of debt and deferred rent of $567 million. The debt reduction since the beginning of 2023 has lowered our future annual cash interest expense by approximately $44 million. All told, as of today, we have reduced our debt and deferred rent liabilities by approximately $958 million since the beginning of 2022, so over the last 2 years. Having the flexibility to raise equity capital has been critical to our survival, and it has allowed us to seize opportunities to strengthen our balance sheet and build a foundation from which to thrive as the film exhibition industry recovers. Capital markets actions that we took during 2023 have positioned us to face with confidence the probability of a relatively weak near-term box office, especially during the first half of 2024. While the box office for the first half of the year will likely underperform last year, we are increasingly optimistic about the outlook for the latter half of 2024, and the film slate for 2025 looks incredibly exciting. And now I'll hand the webcast back over to Adam.
Thank you, Sean. As I said earlier, and as our financial results prove, 2023 was clearly another year of recovery and improved performance for AMC. But it was not a good year for our shareholders. Adjusted for stock splits, the AMC share price has fallen to a fraction of where it was as recently as last summer. And I promised our shareholders that I would use this earnings webcast as a forum to provide them with some straight talk, to give them my take. So here's my take. There is so much garbage information floating around Twitter, YouTube, and other corners of the internet about AMC. Conspiracy theories abound, facts are distorted, bad motives are assumed when the exact opposite is true. So I want to address some of these issues so you get the straight scoop. I can't address all of those issues in the limited amount of time that we have, but I do want to address some of the most important. First, as to all the hubbub and litigation that surrounded AMC and the Delaware courts in 2023, I want to remind you that our shareholders got the right to vote on our proposed actions. And not only did the preferred shareholders vote in favor of what we did last year, but also of the common shareholders who voted, their count also was in the affirmative by a wide 72 to 28 margin. Then the Delaware courts ruled that the company could settle the litigation surrounding those shareholder votes and proceed to implement exactly as our shareholders voted. Second, as to dilution, back in the summer of 2021, it's a long time ago, After it was clear that shareholder sentiment was not wholly supportive of more equity sales, we said there would be no more in 2021, and we kept our word. Some critics, assigning us bad motives, were convinced that we would start more equity sales in the very first week of 2022, since the commitment we made only incorporated 2021. But they were wrong. We sat on the sidelines for almost 8 months in 2022. But by August of 2022, we did in fact introduce into the market AMC preferred equity units because, among other reasons, we wish to make it possible for AMC to raise more cash through the sale of shares if we thought it was advisable or if we needed to do so. We were very clear about this in our public disclosures at the time. Between August of 2022 and June 30 of 2023, AMC raised $418 million by selling what were called APEs. AMC's cash position at that end of June 2023 was $435 million. $418 million raised, $435 million of cash. Do the math. Had we not sold those shares, deduct $418 million from $435 million. Big companies, the size and scope of AMC Entertainment, cannot survive with only $17 million of cash on hand. Similarly, in the full year of calendar year 2023, AMC raised $865 million of cash through the sale of APEs and the sale of common stock. We ended the year with $884 million of cash. $865 million raised, $884 million of year-ending cash. Again, do the math. Had we not sold that equity, deduct $865 million from $884 million. Big companies, the size and scope of AMC, cannot survive with only $19 million of cash on hand. We did, in dilution, what was absolutely vital for your company to do to get through the many challenges that have been thrown our way. The absolute smartest way for AMC first to survive and then eventually to be in a position to thrive is to have robust cash reserves. Period. Plain and simple. There can be no argument. Cash is king. Third, from time to time, there have been matters related to the trading of AMC stock that have been of concern to some of our shareholders. As but 3 examples, the absolute number of failed to deliver shares, synthetic shares, or the length of time AMC Entertainment was on the threshold list, among others. We dutifully have kept the New York Stock Exchange and appropriate regulatory bodies well informed, and we make frequent public filings. But here is a key reminder and clarification. AMC is a company that is listed on the New York Stock Exchange, but we are not the stock exchange itself. Frankly, we have no ability to regulate or enforce trading practices on the stock exchange. And as much as some of you may wish it to be otherwise, our business is the exhibiting of movies in theaters. We are not in the business of reforming the financial markets overall. Then, as to our motives, it's disappointing how many people out there type into their Twitter feeds that the management team at AMC is somehow actively working against the interests of our retail shareholders and instead is nefariously on the side of evil, the so-called hedgies. A company that does not post the kind of improving financial results as AMC just did today, if one is out to sabotage one's owners. One does not sell $54 million of movie-themed merchandise in our theaters and online as AMC did in 2023, versus virtually no sales of such items only a few years ago, if their motives are impure. I should point out, by the way, that selling merchandise was an idea that came in from our retail shareholders, by the way. Similarly, one doesn't launch popcorn to the home or blaze new trails with innovative concert movies that have been incredibly profitable and reputationally enhancing for AMC if one is trying to undermine our company's success. So given all that, then why has our share price been falling? Are those conspiracy theories right? There are many, many complicated factors that affect any share price. Some well understood, some not so well understood. But my own view is pretty basic and overarching. It is this. It has taken way too long for the entire movie theater industry, including AMC, to recover in attendance or to recover financially from the impact of COVID. Also bad, just as adjusted EBITDA in the summer of 2023 was returning to more acceptable pre-COVID levels, no one needed for the movie industry to be paralyzed by debilitating strikes, which will temporarily challenge AMC earnings in 2024. We believe there are numerous other reasons too, like rising interest rates and inflationary wage and cost pressures, among many others. But in my mind, the key issues are, first, the long, drawn-out recovery, and then the strikes of 2023, combined with the steps we've been forced to take to wade through 4+ years of a depressed box office. These are the issues that have pressured AMC share price. So let's cut to the chase. Looking ahead, is there hope? As I stated earlier, the box office should start to strengthen beginning as soon as March, a month that starts a mere 2 days from now. It should further pick up later in 2024, and the box office for 2025 could be very favorable, as movies that might have been released sooner finally get released in 2025. So yes, in my view, there's good reason to be optimistic. That optimism notwithstanding, AMC must continue to address our debt load, extend our debt maturities, currently mostly in 2026, and push them out into later years, and also to ensure that our cash reserves remain robust. That is the recipe for success. Remember what I said earlier on this call. Cash is king. At AMC, our strategy is sound. Run the best company we can. Please our guests at theaters and serve them well. Prudently innovate. Drive the most earnings we can. Reduce debt, extend debt maturities, and have the cash reserves on hand to outlast the tough times. Doing all that, which is what AMC has been doing so well over these past several years, is what makes me optimistic and confident about the future. Because as the clear leader of the movie theater industry and the clear leader by a wide margin, AMC is doing all the right things. There's one more topic that I want to raise before we turn to your questions. And that is our interests, meaning the interests of our shareholders and my interests as CEO of the company and as a shareholder myself are perfectly aligned. I personally am AMC's largest retail shareholder. So, as your shares rise in value, so do mine rise. As your shares fall in value, so do mine fall. In the last 6 months, as the AMC share price has dropped, I personally have lost tens of millions of dollars in the value of my AMC shareholdings and in my granted but unvested stock. I assure you that focuses the mind. In my stock losses, I share in your frustration, I feel your pain, and I'm heavily incentivized to get the value of your AMC shares back on the right track. In the past 2+ years, I have been a holder of AMC stock, not a seller. Indeed, I have not sold a single AMC share since January of 2022. While I have forfeited granted shares on the same day as they vest to pay the federal and state income tax withholdings that are immediately due upon that vesting, I have not sold even one share in the marketplace, not one share in the last 25 months. I wrote often on Twitter that I ride with you. I am a shareholder. I am holding. I'm not selling. I ride with you. So when you get well financially with AMC, I will too. But if you're hurting from that investment, I believe that I too should be hurting with you as well. Therefore, to prove that these words are not hollow and to show executive leadership from someone who is in your foxhole, I want you to know that I recommended last week to the AMC Board of Directors that for the next 12 months, starting right now, my target compensation should be substantially reduced. While my actual compensation can be at the target, below the target, or above the target based on the company's financial results, the board and I agreed that my target compensation will go down right now as we move forward by 25% versus the previous year's target. And maybe even more of relevance, if you compare my new lowered target compensation against my actual compensation for the past year, as most recently publicly reported, that's actually a 50% reduction in my potential compensation in the year ahead. There's no anguish in my voice about that. That is what a CEO of a company like yours should do, because I mean it when I say that I ride with you. You now know what I think. 2023 was a year of superb achievement and innovation at AMC. Unfortunately, AMC starts out 24 with $884 million of cash. Cash is king. I've said it multiple times, and that is the guiding philosophy that has caused this company to stay in a leadership posture no matter what the world threw at us starting at 2020 and since. While the box office took a 5-month downturn starting in October of 2023 because of the long strikes in Hollywood, things will pick up considerably soon, and then again later in 2024, and 2025, which in the grand scheme of things is right around the corner, could be a gangbusters year, both for our industry and for AMC as a company. We are in this together, you and I, and here's hoping that we all are smiling as we head in the next year. With that, Sean, let's move to questions from analysts and from our shareholders.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'll conduct our question and answer session. If you would like to ask a question, please press *1 on your telephone keypad. A confirmation tone will indicate that your line is in the question queue. You may press *2 if you would like to remove your question from the queue. For participants using speaker equipment, it may be necessary to pick up your handset before pressing the star keys. One moment while we pull for questions. And our first question comes from Eric Wold with B. Riley Securities. Please state your question.
Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for taking my call. Adam, I guess I want to go back to kind of one of the parts of the business that's, I think probably now that talking about the distribution business. I think, one of the knocks on the overall exhibition business in general for years has been that, the availability of content, was largely out of control. So when you get things like, the pandemic or strike, there's little you can do to kind of drive content into your theaters. Obviously, this changes somewhat with what you did with Taylor Swift and Beyonce. I guess as you continue to build out that business, I know you talked about you're in discussion with other artists for releases later this year or the next year. I guess any sense of what you think the annual opportunity could be for revenue and EBITDA from that distribution business, and then what do you think is the ability of the AMC to kind of move outside of the concert or kind of musical film genre into other genres that may be, more direct competition with some of the other larger distributors out there?
Well, Eric, I mean, look, you're entirely right that if you look at the single biggest challenge that our industry has faced since the reopening of theaters at the end of 2020, it's in the lack of content. And we took matters into our own hands in 2023 with Taylor and Beyonce and had two grand successes. That causes us to want to do more. We certainly got the attention of the best musical artists in the world. And so there will be more of those. I don't want to quantify it. I mean, I've got a good sense of it, but I don't want to quantify it quite yet. Let's land some contracts for future concert films, and then we'll have a better sense of what you can count on reliably. But who knows where this will lead? There's other alternate content that we could focus on other than just concert movies. We could look to comedy, we could look to sports. When you think about the movie theater industry, it's a dirty little secret that the industry only sells about 15% of our tickets. I used to work in the airline industry. We sold like 75% of our tickets, not 15. There has to be ways to create alternate content that will not replace what Hollywood's doing, but will augment what Hollywood is doing by filling some of those empty seats that are just sitting there waiting to be filled. It also does sort of cause us to think, what other ways can we generate movie content in our theaters inexpensively? I don't think you'll ever find a situation, where AMC is writing a check for $50 million or $100 million or $200 million to make movies. But there are some interesting ways to collaborate with movie makers, to take movies that might not otherwise get made and get them into our theaters and into some other theaters of our friends in the industry, both in the U.S. and abroad. So this whole notion of how do we increase content is something that's completely in our wheelhouse, and it's a direct result of our success in what we tried to do in the fourth quarter and succeeded with Taylor and with Beyonce.
Thanks, Adam. Appreciate that.
Thank you. I'll now hand the floor back over to. I'll now hand the floor back over to Adam Aaron to take some retail shareholder questions. Thank you.
We'll take it, Diego. We have had retail shareholders send questions in. Sean, what do they want to hear about?
Yeah, sure, Adam. So the first question is generally about the industry recovery, which we've certainly been talking about a lot today. But the question relates to, with players like Amazon and Apple entering this business, is it likely that we can see the release schedule really increasing past pre-pandemic levels in the future?
Well, that's a good question. But before we talk about whether we get beyond pre-pandemic levels, let's talk first about getting to pre-pandemic levels. Because as we sit here today, the movies released by the major studios are down about 25% from the quantity of pre-pandemic releases. The good news here is, as you know well, we talk to every major studio every week of our lives here at this company, and we know that studio after studio after studio sees the opportunity for them that can come from achieving high theatrical grosses. And one studio after another is doing all of its power to increase their release schedules, to get the release schedules first back up to pre-strike levels, and then hopefully even higher levels than that, moving back closer to pre-pandemic levels. Yes, it's true. Apple and Amazon are making movies. They're releasing those movies theatrically. We're working very closely with each company. Happily so. We welcome them to the party. We have enough screens in our company and in our industry to accommodate whatever supply of content all these studios can produce, and then some. I would point out that one of the comments in my prepared remarks, it's so important, is we've done so much in the past 4 years to make this company more efficient. Our profit per patron is up 37% from where it was when we entered the pandemic, which means we don't actually need the box office to come all the way back to pre-pandemic levels. We don't need attendance to come all the way back to pre-pandemic levels because we're making so much more profit from each guest who is in our theater. As for whether, in fact, and when the box office does cross that pre-pandemic hurdle and crosses $11 billion, we'll all find out together.
Great. There's related to that, there's some questions about diversification and what revenue diversification opportunities exist to grow and enhance our business.
So I don't think anyone's worked harder at diversifying their revenue streams in our industry than AMC has in the past few years. And some of them have been quite high profile. Things like giving Orville Redenbacher some competition on the shelves at Walmart with our popcorn lines that we took to the home, which is selling extremely well at Walmart. And we just literally in these very months are in the process of having extended our retail presence to Kroger and to Publix. We also went up on the Amazon marketplace. So that's an example of diversifying our revenues. Merchant, we launched our candy line. I guess it was in December, I think, at our theaters. I've tweeted publicly about maybe coming up with a house wine or house beer. Beyond that, though, I think the single biggest, most successful diversification play we've had so far is what we've done with movie-themed merchandise. As I said in the prepared remarks, we sold $54 million of it in 2023. Like 3 years earlier, we sold nothing. $54 million from nothing. So we continue to be intrigued by diversification, and there are other diversification opportunities, but I think it's really important to say this. We worked very hard to bring all that cash into our bank accounts, as you know. And 2024 could be a challenging year, especially early in the year. We need to husband all of that cash and treat that cash as being very precious because it's the thing which assures our survival going forward. Therefore, if we're going to look for diversification plays, we have to do so in a capital light way. We have to be able to diversify, spending very little money to do so, because the smartest thing we can do with our cash right now is keep it for a rainy day.
Questions here on loyalty programs. There's quite a few questions on the loyalty programs. And people are asking if there's an update to the loyalty programs coming, any ideas such as bringing a friend along for A-list members in exchange for a fee perhaps, or a family plan for A-list, or other new creations for our loyalty programs?
There are a lot of ideas about our loyalty programs. Our marketing department right now is in the process of testing some things we've given a lot of thought to. A-List is of great appeal to us, of course. It's been a very successful program for our company. The most important marketing program this company has ever had is our Stubs frequent moviegoer program. And there are a lot of interesting things that we might be able to do to make Stubs appeal to more people and to cause people who are Stubs members to attend more movies. There are interesting things afoot about how might one qualify for Premier, as an example. There are other possibilities we have 3 tiers in the Stubs program right now: the free insider tier, the paid Premier tier, and the A-List tier. There's talk of creating a 4th tier of Stubs, somewhat in between the Premier level and the insider level, with new benefits. We're going to test right now, research and test right now for possible rollout later this year. And then there's a program near and dear to my heart, which is a loyalty program of another sort. It's called AMC Investor Connect. We have over 1 million members of AMC Investor Connect. These are our shareholders who've registered with us and told us that they're interested in our company. They're either current or former shareholders. We've been in frequent communication with them. We've had lots of advanced screenings for them. We've given them some free this and that, some free popcorns and some free drinks and other things. One of the things that we will definitely be doing in 2024 is reinvigorating AMC Investor Connect, adding more benefits to it, because we know how loyal and those AMC Investor Connect members are to AMC. We want to thank them for their loyalty and encourage them to visit our theaters over and over again. Those are just some of the things we're working on, but watch this space. You know, I might add that, you know, I think one of AMC's greatest strengths over the past decade has been, I think we've been the preeminent consumer marketer in our industry. Just think about the Nicole Kidman campaign, for example, that took on like a cult-like nature. It really hit into the American zeitgeist. And one of the things that I think is fun about that is if you go to an AMC movie, there's something called the pre-show. It's the thing that comes up just before the trailers run and before the movies run. And for the first time in 4 years, starting in a couple of days, we're putting up a new pre-show on the screen. We think it's kind of beautiful and spectacular. We think people will like it. But one of the intriguing little twists is we're moving into phase 2 of the Nicole Kidman campaign. For the last 3 years, we've got a 60-second Nicole commercial, the same one that's appeared over and over before every movie start. And starting March 1, we're going to show 3 different 30-second Nicole Kidman commercials before the movie starts on a rotating basis. You won't get like 3 in a row when you go watch one movie, but as you watch movies going forward, you'll see 3 different Nicole spots that kind of randomly will appear in our theaters prior to the show. We're very good marketers. We use that for the benefit of driving revenues, and as you saw, our revenue growth in calendar 23 and in the fourth quarter of 23, we outpaced just about everybody in our industry.
Something new and exciting for people to see when they come to our movie theaters. I think we've got time just for one more question, which is related to capital expenditure. And the question is, what is sort of the ongoing CapEx level that we would expect over the next 3 to 5 years? The questioner here notes that pre-pandemic we were spending around $500 million per year on capital expenditure. What should investors expect going forward?
So for the past couple of years, we've been in a landscape of $150 to $200 million of annual capital expenditures. About 150 of that is to what we call maintenance capex, to just keep our theaters in good shape. You can't run a movie theater with a leaky roof, or an air conditioning unit that doesn't work, or a projector that doesn't show movies. And then some of that capex has been used for enhancing our IT systems and growth-oriented projects, bring some spot acquisitions. You said we added 59 theaters into our system over the past several years. Some of our capex goes to bring those new theaters into our system. As you look ahead, those years of $500 million capex, those were in the days when we were, renovating, putting in reclining seats and 50, 60, 70 theaters a year. That spurt is way behind us. So I'd say that with one caveat, people should be expecting capex in the $200 million range going forward. And that caveat is this. Because of the tough years that we've had with respect to earnings over the last few years, we've put a tight lid on capital expenditures. It was crucial for us to keep cash in the bank and not necessarily spend it all. There are some obvious growth projects that if we were to raise an additional $50 to $100 million, for example, and we wanted to reinvest that back into our fleet of theaters, if that was something that would produce the highest and best return on that investment, it would have to produce a return on investment higher, for example, than buying back our debt at a substantial discount, which we've done a lot of in the past year or two. There's just some obvious things that are low-hanging fruit where we know the payback would be quick. And the most obvious of them is this. AMC has the largest number of premium large format screens of any movie theater chain in the world, and it's not close. We are 50% of all IMAX screens in the United States, for example. We're 100% of all the Dolby Cinema screens in the United States, for example. And what we've seen is that our premium large format screens command a price in the market that's about 30% higher than the normal so-called 2D auditorium price. They sell out first. The typical seat in a premium large format screen is sold 3 to 4 times more than the typical seat in an auditorium that's not a premium large format screen. And I could easily see us, we have about 600 or so premium large format screens around the world. I could easily see us adding another 150. And we would get a great return from that, but it's not a cheap endeavor. And we'd have to be very careful about how much money we invest and doing it at the right time. So I don't want to say that there's a lid on CapEx spending of $200 million because there are some low-hanging fruit, no-brainer ideas on how we could further drive profitability if we do have additional CapEx dollars to spend. Right. So I'm looking at the clock. We're past our hour, so we're going to bring this webcast to an end. I'd like to leave you with the final simple thought. 2023 was a superb year for this company on the march to getting back to pre-COVID levels of profitability. 2024 is going to be a bit harder, but 2024 is going to get a lot better starting tomorrow because Dune opens in all of its glory, and we're expecting it to be a big and successful movie. We hope you all buy tickets, go to the theater, be amused, be entertained. And as we look further beyond just this weekend, and we look ahead to the next year, which is, as I said, right around the corner, we really think 25 is going to be an incredible year for our company, and should be the just as 2023 was the best year since COVID, we're thinking 2025 is going to leave 2023 in the dust in terms of how potentially good a year 2025 is going to be. So we're optimistic, we're confident, and we'll see you all at the movies. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. This concludes today's conference. All parties may disconnect. Have a good day.
Wow. Anyways, let me show you a quick little stat. Okay, so so Adam Aaron says, we're riding together. He's like, we're in this together. Don't worry, guys. I haven't sold a single share since 2022. Except he sold a whole bunch in 2021 at the highs. And also he's getting paid. You want to know what Adam Aaron's paycheck for 2022 was? $23.7 million, okay? 23.7 million. That's his paycheck. He's like, yep, we're riding together. As long as I get my $24 million though, and then I get my shares, but I don't have to sell those shares. You want to see how much money this dude makes? I just pulled up like the NBA list, like players in the NBA. Adam Aaron makes a lot more money than most of them. Look at this. Like Aaron Gordon, Lonzo Ball, DeAndre Hunter. There's a whole list, Marcus Smart. Let me go to page 3. Is it not loading? There's a whole list. Oh my days. D'Angelo Russell. There's a whole bunch. That dude makes and then he's like, yep, we're in this together, Don't worry, I'm not gonna sell. If the stock goes down, we all lose money together. More than me. Exactly, Peter. And then he's like, don't worry, I'm gonna take a 25% pay cut. I'm still gonna make millions of dollars though. But I'm gonna take a 25% pay cut. What a guy. He knows the company died, He's like, yep. Dang. Anyways, that was interesting. I mean, at least he didn't talk about popcorn this time. Yeah, no, he said he's taking a 25% pay cut. He spoke to the board and he's taking 25% less. So yep. So there you go. Anyways, so he said the equivalent of a 50% pay cut. Yep. You know what he's gonna do then? He's gonna sell some shares after that to cover up the rest of the money he's not making in a pay. That's nice though. I mean, if you made $23 million, you could say, you know what? Don't pay me next year at all. I don't need a paycheck. But I'm just gonna take 50% of it though. 50%. Just give me 10 million a year, and then I'm gonna struggle with the rest of you. What a guy! Oh my goodness! Sheesh. Sometimes I wonder if these guys think about what they're saying. Ay. And then these dudes are like, we did so well, we did so well. We have $800 million in the bank, but we also raised $800 million. So you did really well, but all you have in the bank left is the money you stole from retail. What the hell? You raised $800 million, and that's all you have left in the bank, but yet you did so well. We sold all this merchandise, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, no, they are. They are though. They are making money. Like I said this though, like last earnings. If like you're the board, Adam Aaron is done really well. He's done really well for the company. I mean, the company doesn't care about anybody else. Why should they care about retail? They're making monies. Everybody's getting paid. It doesn't matter where the money's coming from. They're getting paid. So these guys don't care. So yep. 19th letter. Yeah, no. This is why diamond handing is so 2020. You're not allowed to diamond hand anymore, you know. Yep. They're like, "Oh, cash is king." That's because they have no idea what to do next. They don't know what they're gonna do next. They don't know what to do with the cash. The last time they spent cash, they bought a gold mine. What happened to the gold mine? Nothing. Money gone to the abyss. They're like, you know what? We're just gonna leave the cash because we don't know what to do with it. Hmm. Anyways, everybody's getting paid at AMC except for retail. So, and then he's gonna be like, "Yep, we're riding with you guys. Teamwork. We're not selling any shares, but we're getting paychecks though. We're not just getting paychecks. We're getting paid millions of dollars. Oh my goodness! Which I can diamond and stocks with $23 million. Oh my goodness! How the hell do you say that and not realize that people are gonna know that you get paid? You know? Wow. Deserves exactly what they get. I don't know, yeah. Like I think the sad part is, I think AMC was a lot of people's like first investment, and a lot of people just, you just don't know better. And then you get screwed like that. So it's sad. Anybody that's lost money's in there, it's sad. But at least now most of us know better. No more diamond handing, please, because this is what these guys will do to you, and you'll never see your monies again. There's no hope. No hope. Hmm. Is and smoking cigars? Seriously, Dan. Seriously. I mean, like, who raises $800 million in 1 year? 800 for nothing, like free monies. Free monies, 800 million. You get $1 million, you get $1 million. How about your kids? Your kids get $1 million. Your kids get $1 million. Out of like thin air, poof, monies. Everybody gets paid. He would Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that too when they said, "Oh, we're just gonna leave this money in cash." I'm like, you guys could have put that money in Bitcoin, you know? Imagine if you put that money in Bitcoin. I don't think they're that good though. Don't think so. Imagine if they put that money in Bitcoin or something. That monies would be crushing it. Yeah, like not a whole lot. Yep. Yeah. And then they're like, "Oh, but movie theater attendance went down 36%. It's all good though, because we're still making more money. Because then we increased the price of tickets. So we scam you as an investor. We scam you as a moviegoer. Yep, $9.5 billion in debts. Oh well, AMC's a money hole. Yeah, look at the stock. The stock is like, yep, -9%. -9%. Very sad though. Yep. Saving it for a rainy day, Musty. Saving it for a rainy day, as if the it's not a storm for them. Your money is happier in my wallets. Will perform tomorrow. What do you think? Temperature? Kimberly, you're asking how the stock is going to perform tomorrow? AMC is not. Nothing's going to change for AMC. Nothing's going to change. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. It's going to continue to do like these little up and downs. Nothing's going to change here. Money seeking, seeking smarter stewards. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So at least now you know. Don't invest in rubbish and then diamond hand it, please. Please and thank you. Nobody cares about your money as much as you do. So before you put your money somewhere, make sure you do your research, and also use stop losses. Stop losses, please. Yep, yep, yep. I was hoping to hear if they were gonna do more offerings, but didn't hear anything. I bet you they're gonna do more offerings. For now, but who knows? In a toilet bowl. Just floats there until someone flushes. Yup. You're not even kidding. I'm willing to give. Do not buy AMC. Yeah. Yup. Exactly, Eric. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, just go to stock tweets. Like as soon as you go to stock tweets, like these guys are spamming rubbish, you know? Like and like there's constant comments. Look at this. Someone's like $5 tomorrow. Nothing but positive earnings. It's a bear trap. What bear trap? What bear trap? I hope the CEO goes to jail tomorrow. It will rally even harder. Oh my goodness. Wow. AMC Adam Aaron writes with the bag holders after banking 80 million of the. Yeah, the dude has made a lot of money, and then he's like, "Oh, we're gonna ride together, and I'm taking a 25% pay cut." Get that rubbish out of here. This picture is funny. That's a picture of Adam Aaron with your monies. With your monies. Yeesh. Dude is Yup. Checkmates. Remember when Adam Aaron would say checkmates? Checkmates, hedges, hedge funds, checkmates. What happened to checkmates? He got, anyways. Yup. Yep. Very sad though. Very sad. Sad for retail as the company takes advantage. BBIG probably eating instant noodles. Yep. BTC is pumping. Oh yeah. Yep. And that's holding on Mara, their virus. Yeah, Bitcoin is recovering. So they shook the tree and then now they're going back up. Surprise! Shake, shake, shake. BTC go back up. Yep, exactly, Eric. Alrighty, Christy, have a wonderful evening. Much love. Yeah, I think we should leave it there for today too. It's been a long day. Alrighty, all. Be safe. See you guys in Discord. Don't forget to smash a like before you go if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you're new. If you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots. Become a member and send me an email. Email at the top, and I'll send you an invite. Have a wonderful evening, Dan. Much love. Alrighty, all. Again, be safe and catch you guys. Josh, be safe. Much love. Peter, peace. Jason, let's go, Jason. Have a wonderful evening. Curl, peace. Eric, have a good night as well. M, have a good night. Good night, Tesh. See you tomorrow. See you in Discord. Have a wonderful night. Alrighty. Troy, bye bye bye. Subis, send me an invite. Yeah, so you have to become a member and then send me an email. Email is at the top, and then I'll send you an invite. But you have to become a member first, for at the right level. So, alrighty, guys. Bye, guys. Bye, bye, bye.